There is only one master of suspense.
The name, of course, is Alfred Hitchcock.
Alfred Hitchcock is often acknowledged as the master of suspense in cinema. So in this video, let's have a look at his bomb theory, a theory in which he distinguished suspense from surprise using the following example. That can indeed help us understand how he used suspense in his own films. He used the following scenario to explain this. When two people are sitting at a table and a bomb goes off under the table, it isn't suspense, but it's a surprise. As per Hitchcock, such a scene only gives us 5 or 10 seconds of shock.
You and I sitting talking, we'll say, about baseball. Suddenly a bomb goes off and the audience have a 10-second terrible shock.
Now the same scenario becomes one of suspense when we first watch a man place that bomb under the table and then watch the two people sit and talk. So the bomb here refers to an impending threat, which should be specified to the viewer before it is revealed to the characters within a scene, so that the viewer can anticipate the outcome. By revealing this crucial piece of information to the audience beforehand, something known as dramatic irony in literature, the tension in any scene rises as it becomes an emotional experience rather than a sudden shock. In Hitchcock's own words, there is no terror in the bang itself, but only in the anticipation of it. Throughout his filmography, he repeatedly used this technique, experimenting with different variations. You can find this in many of his films, for example, Marnie, Vertigo, Rear Window,
Please.
Frenzy, and Psycho. Let's have a look at this scene from The Birds. By this point in the film, we have already been shown how dangerous the birds can be. Now this scene is about the main character Melanie waiting outside the school, just in front of a playground. Hitchcock frames this opening shot in a way that the audience can see the early signs of danger. But she cannot. For the next 2 minutes, Hitchcock cuts back and forth between Melanie and the threat behind her, while she remains completely unaware of the gathering birds. Only by holding back the information from the character is the sense of anticipation created in the scene. The threat is only revealed to her way later in the scene. But by that time, both the tension and the scale of danger have already reached their peaks. That's what he calls suspense. Another example of this can be found in The Touch of Evil. Here we are shown a bomb being planted, but neither of the characters know anything about it. Again, we have the same ingredients for Hitchcockian suspense: a clear threat and unaware characters.
Now take the same scene and tell the audience there is a bomb under that table and will go off in 5 minutes. So the whole emotion of the audience is totally different, because you've given them that information.
So now, for us, it is not a matter of what would happen, but how and when will it happen. The bomb is always at the back of our minds. The tension in the scene keeps on rising for the next 3 minutes, until the bomb finally goes off.
Together in my country.
Do you realize I haven't kissed you in over an hour?
Had it not been shown to us previously, the entire scene would have become ordinary, ending in a momentary surprise. Like in this scene, from Children of Men, where we didn't know anything about that bomb, so we weren't actually anticipating any explosion. So in this case, it's a surprise. Hitchcock says that such a shock or surprise has no subtlety about it, and it is purely objective. In other words, it fails to involve the audience emotionally, who are reduced to mere spectators. However, in no way did he reject surprises altogether. In fact, he himself used them on multiple occasions. What he did was that he made a simple distinction between the two. But what truly elevated Hitchcock to the rank of a master of his genre was his effective and artful use of the former. So to conclude, the art of creating suspense is also the art of involving the audience. To create Hitchcockian suspense, whenever possible, the viewer must be informed. Hitchcock's understanding of this fundamental element of storytelling is reflected in his body of work. And his bomb theory continues to influence other filmmakers as well, like Spielberg and Tarantino, who often employ the same theory in their own films. And this is just one of the numerous reasons why he still remains to be, till this date, the master of suspense.